I guess persistence does pay off. Unless you're Shredder from Ninja Turtles, then it's just insanity.
Well, what? Just come out and say it.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we are counting down our picks for the top 10 times anime guys finally got the girl.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we'll be looking at the moments in anime where a love-struck fool finally managed to earn the affection of his chosen sweetheart. As you might expect, prepare your feels for all manner of sickly sweet confessions, along with the occasional spoiler. I'm Todd Haberkorn, no stranger to love. Like, I love Star Wars. I love hitting my snooze alarm 7 times, and I love WatchMojo. Hashtag, every time you don't love WatchMojo, a plushie of Edward Elric dies. Let's get ready to mojo!
Thank you for being alive after all this time. And most of all, thank you for giving me a reason to live.
Number 10, Nfirea and Enri, Overlord. Turns out all you really need to do to win the heart of a fair maiden is risk your life against a troll. Who would have guessed? While silently pining for the strong-willed Enri from the sidelines, as well as behind that overhanging fringe of his, Nfirea finally got his chance when he tried to sacrifice himself for her sake. The aftermath of which promptly launched him from the friend zone all the way to prime USDA-approved boyfriend material. Careful, Niffy. Any more charm and you might find yourself warming the village chief's bed next. Don't hog all the covers. Number 9, Haida and Retsuko, Aggretsuko. There's one in every office space. For the majority of this hit Netflix series, Haida was nothing more than a loyal friend who tried to help the emotionally inept Retsuko whenever possible, all the while harboring some pretty strong feelings of his own.
Oh, Retsuko.
Hey, Haida, what's up?
Heck, he was even willing to concede defeat when it looked like Retsuko had found the perfect man.
Could I be more pathetic?
However, after a lot of hilarity, montages, and humbling heartbreaks, Haida finally got his chance to confess to the red panda of his dreams.
Here goes.
Don't you dare do our boy dirty in season 2. Don't you dare. Number 8, JP and Sonoshee, Redline.
So, mind if I join you?
Actually, I'm waiting for someone.
Yeah, me too. Go figure.
You'd think a cool cat like JP would have all manner of intergalactic babes wanting to ride his hyperdrive. Chewie, I've got a good feeling about this. After all, just look at that magnificent hair. However, the only one he's ever had eyes for is the galaxy's infamous cherry boy hunter. After finding themselves competing in the deadly planetary race known as Redline, the two not only get to show off their slick driving skills, but also find time to admit they've both got the hots for each other.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Have to admit, winning the greatest race in the universe with the girl of your dreams on your lap makes for one hell of a first date.
Sonoshee, I love you.
I love you too.
Number 7, Krillin and Android 18, Dragon Ball Z. Given the amount of times this guy was beaten, impaled, crippled, and outright blown up, it's only fair that he was the one to end up with the sexy blonde killer robot at the end of it all.
Good luck. Bye.
While he had originally planned to fry her with an insta-kill switch, Krillin just couldn't resist the tantalizing Terminator, choosing instead to spare her.
I guess you recognize this device?
Yes, I do.
Sure, this allowed Cell to achieve his perfect form and led to a whole lot of unnecessary death, but who cares? So long as Krillin got his well-earned celebratory booty call. I bet you just brown chicken brown cowed in your head.
Well, actually, Goku, 18 and I have gotten married.
You mean you live in the same house as her?
Number 6, Okabe and Kurisu. Admit it, you would risk the space-time continuum for her as well.
Okabeの力になりたいの。
After finding a way to alter timelines by sending texts back to the past, resident mad scientist Okabe thinks he's found the means to rise up to the pinnacle of the scientific field, until it all comes crashing down when a sinister organization sends its enforcers to put the kibosh on the whole operation. Throughout all his time-hopping efforts to right this wrong, he finds a true companion and fellow scientific prodigy Kurisu.
そのこと、なんだ急に。
俺はお前が好きだ。
This all culminates in a truly tender confession when they both realize what they have to sacrifice in order to save Mayuri. Number 5. Goro and Ichigo, darling in the Franxx. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing the best boy turn into a man.
俺さ、イチゴのこと好きみたいだ。
While very much aware that Ichigo had feelings towards Captain Bland Hero, Goro was still willing to keep his silence for the sake of their friendship and her happiness.
答えを望んでるとかじゃないからさ。せめてちょっとだけ。
That is, until Hero suddenly fell in love with sassy hybrid 02, who then turned into a spaceship and promptly flew both of them off into another dimension. Let's see JetBlue do that. As such, Goro stepped up to the plate in order to aid humanity's resurgence over the barren Earth, but not before putting the moves on Ichigo, you sly dog.
たまには連絡くらい。
Number 4. Satou and Todoroki, working. While a restaurant is the last place you would expect to find heartfelt confessions, these two crazy kids still find a way to make it happen.
すまん、酔った。いや、酔ってない。やりすぎたが、そういうことだ。
While originally coming across as the too cool for school kind of guy, Satou nonetheless manages to cut through all of the show's running gags in order to land a pretty suave bombshell about his feelings towards the katana-wielding chief of staff.
俺はお前が好きだ。お前にもっと外の世界を見てほしい。から、俺と一緒に。
One that she promptly returns. That's real sweet and all, but would you hurry up and get my order? I ordered my food an hour ago. God, this is the last time I go to a sizzler.
迷惑かけて悪かったな。全く良くなってない。
Number 3. Inuyasha and Kagome. Inuyasha series. From the moment we first saw her squeeze the half-demon dog's ears, we knew they were destined to end up together.
I think I wanna touch him.
That and the countless number of filler episodes and love hexagons. While they started off as traveling companions in search of the infamous Shikan Jewel, each and every one of Naraku's subordinates they took down only brought them closer.
Does it bug you that Koga said he loved me? Is that it? Don't tell me you're jealous.
Why would I be jealous of that jerk?
Of course, it wasn't until the final act a decade later that they actually managed to seal the deal.
It's not an illusion.
Then they call it ninja love. Number 2. Ryuji and Taiga, Toradora. There's a lesson to be learned here, folks. Even if you have a face like a pissed off bear and the girl you like prefers to punch said face in, there's still hope for you. Just look at Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian. Oh, wait. While these two fought like cats and dogs for the better half of the series, it soon dawned on them that instead of setting each other up with their respective crushes, they were actually starting to warm up to one another.
俺はお前が。ちょっと待ったー。
From there, it wasn't long until the dragon managed to get himself some lip-locking action with his adorable tiger. Hope all those smooches made up for the times she knocked your teeth in, Ryuji.
One more time.
Numero 1. Ed and Winry. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Could he have landed a catch like Winry sooner if he had taken some sexy tips from Shing's resident playboy? Absolutely. Hashtag always go shirtless.
I'm sorry. No, don't apologize. I'm the one who suggested it, remember?
Nonetheless, the older Elric brothers still managed to cross that final hurdle by confessing to the girl next door, several years down the line. With the lamest romantic speech in anime, mind you. But hey, it still worked wonders.
Equivalent exchange! I'll give half of my life to you if you give half of yours to me!
With the homunculi and father far behind them, the former Fullmetal Alchemist and Miss Rockbell finally decided to transmute some animated pheromones into their lives. If you're asking me though, it might have something to do with his increase in height.
Thanks for cheering me up. I'll miss you. Goodbye, for now.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.